Face-to-face marketing is still one of the best ways to get out there and meet people. In this particular case with trade shows, everybody has a different reason for going to a show. Some people go because they have a product they want to launch. Some go because all of their clients, if they're a worldwide company, are in one place, and they don't have to send people around to see them. So it's a really great way for them to stay connected with a large group of people. They go because their competitors are there. They just want to have a presence. So you can get a lot out of it if you plan for it properly. But yeah, so I think it's not going to go away. Even with technology and everything these days, they tried to do this thing a long time ago, a couple years ago, where you would just do automated trade shows where you'd actually virtually walk through a place, like a first-person game or something like that. And the connection wasn't there, the personality wasn't there, the warmth wasn't there, none of it was there, and it just never really did anything. It just proves the point that being in front of people, talking like you and I are right now,
sure.
It matters. People need that.
Yeah, I think, I remember that virtual trade show and, you're behind a computer, you're kind of clicking around and you're looking at the booths. All of a sudden you're clicking on another thing and you're kind of out of it.
Yeah, so PDF brochures or something like.
Or daily life, right, happens, right? So I think one of the things with trade shows is you're unplugging away from your business and you're getting transported into this show, whether it's in Vegas or LA, and you're being immersed in people to people.
Sure.
You're immersed in, we enjoy walking the floors because we can see whether it's competition or we can see what the latest and greatest technology in our industry is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things. But it's also fun sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to connect with clients or prospective clients or staff, and also just have a good time as well.
The company takes you out and does stuff and everything, so it's kind of a nice way to do things you normally wouldn't do on your own.
And I think sometimes the excuse to get out the home for some people too.
Yeah, absolutely. But a lot of times people bring families with them too.
Yeah, that's right.
Depending on what city it is, sometimes it's a great opportunity for them to do other stuff with them, and even shows sometimes too. Certain shows they put on concerts, and they do a lot of big stuff for the exhibitors and for the attendees and everything. So they do really big productions outside of just doing the show. And a lot of shows are also combined with conferences also. So it's not just about the trade show. So you're doing learning and you're being educated about all the stuff, and then you're going to the trade show on top of it. So they turn into much bigger programs too that become more reasons for people to go to these because it's educational. It's a great way to network also and find out what else is out there and maybe how to adapt your product or your marketing towards that.
Yeah, I was just at Inbound, which is HubSpot's user conference, and they had, as you mentioned, they brought in some performers. And they also brought out some comedians too, which is really pretty fun.
Absolutely.
That was pretty cool. And of course they have games and exhibits and all those things, but I thought that was a good experience as well.
Yeah, it's nice when they do more and they make it more of a trip, more of an experience. And I think people are more inclined to want to be, a lot of times people don't like leaving their families to go to these things.
Yes.
And
yeah.
it's just stressful for them. And this is a nice way to at least make it more fun and maybe take their mind off of the fact that they're traveling.
What are some of the common myths behind trade shows? Yeah, I know travel for me is very disruptive, right? Because you have to get up, you have to pack, you have to kind of unplug from business for a couple of days. With that said,
in the sense of the people exhibiting at them and stuff, when they actually exhibit at the show.
Yeah.
So I think people, if you separate into the first time exhibitors, for example, people new to exhibiting, I think the myth is that of what they can actually accomplish at a show, what they can get out of it. You, for example, you have a show like CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. The CES show is the largest